Get one more. You got it. Yeah.
The hell? Nina could literally stand up that tall. Yeah. Oh shit. Try to get as many as possible. Alright, so I think I have everything. This is the reason why I need to make myself like a little table and a shelf in here. Because like every time I bring something out here, I'm like, fuck, I forgot this or I forgot that. Like, obviously I need my cup to actually put primer into. And then I have my PPS cups are in a bag down there. That's these things right here. It's the throwaway sleeve that goes inside of the hard cup. I need the primer, in which what I'm using here is a PT filler. This is made by Matthews. It's a PPG product. This is a primer that we used in the sign industry. I worked at the sign company. I got really used to using the products that we use there. So yeah, this is a primer that I've always really liked. It's a direct to metal. It's self-etching, but it's not real thick. It's not like, it's a filler. It's called PT filler, but it's not like a high build type of primer, you know what I'm saying? So it goes on kind of thin, but it does bond really well directly to metal. So that's what I'm going to be using right now to go ahead and hit all these areas before we start doing body work, before I start putting some Bondo on here, because I want the Bondo to have something to really bind to. I've got my cup up here full of denatured alcohol, my little brushes that I'll use for cleaning my gun. Obviously we need our spray gun. I have the little squirt bottle for like squirting the paint out of the gun. This is also for cleaning. God, dude, obviously denatured alcohol, so I could fill that up. Sanding pads and stuff. I guess I don't really need that up here right now, but I picked this up from Harbor Freight. This is an oil and water separator. I've used the plastic ones that they have there before without too many issues. I did have one separate on me, like it fell apart, but I've never used this one. This one was a little bit more expensive. I bought this like a month ago, so I don't remember how much it cost. It's probably like $7, but since being I don't have a filter system set up on my compressor at all, I do have this to go ahead and catch the condensation that's inside of the line. God, what, oh, my mask. Dude, there's like so much stuff, like right down to the mixing stick, bro. Like, almost every single one of these items I had to run back and go get, because I was just remembering things like as I'm trying to get set up to start spraying some primer. But anyhow, I'm almost there. I'm gonna go ahead and get the primer mixed up. This is the hardener for it, so, or it's the activator. And this primer is 1-to-1, so for every part primer you do 1 part activator. Alright, so I got the primer mixed up, and this stuff has a pretty long shelf life, dude. You can get it mixed up and you don't have to like rush and hurry up and use it. Honestly, I have little caps that go on here. I could cap it and then come back like 2 days later, bro, and use that same primer. Anyhow, I also got the water and oil trap screwed onto my gun, which this thing's pretty dope, bro. I plugged it in and made sure it didn't leak, but this little valve on the bottom, like that right there, relieves, I would imagine, whenever this fills up with water. Because if you hit this whenever it's plugged in, I'm just gonna plug it in. Yeah, I'm gonna show it to him. All right, whenever this thing's plugged in, that thing has pressure in it. So like, obviously it's pressurized in here. So if this fills up with water or oil, whatever it separates from the line, you can release it right here. Like quickly. I mean, obviously it's gonna probably get all over your fucking hose and you have to use a rag or something, but whatever. You get what I'm saying? It's pretty dope. All right, so pretty much every area on Braven's car needs some attention. There's a dent on, yeah, basically both quarter panels, and up here on the roof there are some little dings. Like it could be from hail or people setting things up here really hard, but like up here, you know what I'm saying? So what I'm gonna do so I don't get lost in the madness, bro, is I'm gonna try to focus on a section at a time, and I'm gonna start off with the worst part, which is this quarter panel right here. So I'm gonna start with basically this whole area. Don't fucking touch my leg. What the hell's wrong with you, you little son of a bitch?
Oh, aren't I your son? You say that.
But I'm not a bitch, your mom is. Oh! Anyhow, Braven is masking off the suspension down here so we don't get that all.
The suspension.
so it doesn't get all oversprayed and whatnot. So what we're actually gonna do is mask off the inside of the car. We're gonna go ahead and close this area off because my plan is I want to get all the body work and all the primering and everything done on the exterior of the car before we even touch the interior, because I'm probably not gonna go ahead and primer the whole entire inside of the car. What I'll do is do some primer over like this tar shit and some of the bare metal areas. Like some areas in here I'm gonna just kind of spot primer, and then for the most part I'm just gonna lay like heavy coats of paint over this, but I don't want to get a bunch of overspray inside of here. If you guys don't know, sometimes like this, especially the high build primer, the overspray from it can literally feel like sandpaper, dude. Like it could be rough as a motherfucker. The compressor decided to turn on. So anyhow, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and mask off the windows, the doorways, get this all plasticed off so that whenever I'm working out here, I'm not filling up the inside of this with overspray. So we have less work to do later. All right, so how we're gonna be doing this, I have shown this 100 times before, but I'll show it again for anybody who may not know. Basically, we're gonna be rolling our tape. So what you wanna do is you take your, I use this, I know it's not exactly 2 inches, but I call this 2-inch tape, the thicker tape. And then you just wanna stick one side of it down, because this other side we're gonna actually roll over and stick it back to itself. Just like that, bro. So what you end up with is this tube. So, and it's just a sticky tube. So now what I'm gonna be doing with this, after I wipe that down, taking a rag and my alcohol. Anywhere that you're gonna be doing this, that you have the tape down, you wanna make sure you wipe it really well, because you want your tape to stick, bro. We don't wanna start spraying, and since we didn't wipe it down, this is just gonna flap away, you know what I'm saying? And then you'll be in the middle of trying to fix that shit with wet primer or paint. All right, so now we take our tube, and we're just gonna stick it, going all the way around the window. So then this is what we're left with, is a nice little trim going all the way around the window that is sticky with tape. So now we can go ahead and use either plastic, or we can even use paper if you want to, whichever. I'm gonna actually use paper on these windows because this paper is big enough to cover it. But yeah, and then it'll be masked off. Wow, would you look at that? Wow. That's pretty nifty, bro. Pretty damn clean, if you know what I mean. We're also gonna mask off this, the doors, the front windshield, that other small window. So yeah, we have got a whole lot of masking to do. But if you do the rolled tape technique like that, and then use like the plastic or paper or whatever, it does make it a lot faster and a lot easier to get it clean. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, enjoy a hyperlapse really quick of us just masking this damn thing off. cast off, and now I think, no, I'm not 100% ready. Now I need to prep this area for going ahead and putting some primer. And what I like to do is basically I have my clean rag, I have alcohol. I know a lot of people use like wax and grease remover, but I can't stand wax and grease remover. Dude, I don't like any of that kind of shit that's like you gotta put it on wet, you gotta wipe it till it's dry. I don't know, all the wax and grease remover crap, I've always had problems with that stuff leaving fisheye, dude, or leaving some kind of residue on the surface. So that's the reason why I've always kind of favored alcohol or lacquer thinner. Lacquer thinner if it's bare metal, alcohol if there's some traces of paint, like if there's paint or primer. Reason being is the alcohol doesn't attach, like it doesn't attack the paint and the primer, it doesn't break it up. Lacquer thinner does. If you use lacquer thinner on something that has like traces of paint and primer on it, it breaks that stuff up and it smears the old paint and primer. And when you do that, that kind of creates a residue in itself. That paint doesn't like to go over. I like to call it cancer, bro. It basically turns paint into cancer, you know what I'm saying? So anyhow, that's the reason why we're using alcohol here, because there is a lot of paint and old primer and stuff, and I don't want the alcohol to attack that and turn it into cancer for the most part. So clean rag with alcohol. I'll wipe it down with the alcohol first. This is gonna get all the dirt, all the grease and everything off. You can see it turns the rag black. Now after I wipe everything down, I go back with a sandpaper. This is 120. A fresh, clean piece of sandpaper. And I like to sand anywhere that I have wiped down. So now I have wiped that area down, I got all the dirt and grease and everything off of it, but then I went back and I sanded it. Now when you sand it, from my experience, it gets rid of any residue that's potentially left behind. That's the reason why I always sand stuff after I wipe it down. I don't do a vice versa, what like a lot of other people do. Any painters that are watching this, you might disagree with me, but I mean, it's just the way that I've been doing it for the past 16, 18 freaking years, you know what I'm saying? So wipe it down, sand it, and then I'll go back and I'll blow all the dust off. That is a surface that for me is ready for primer. Now this is where I'd go ahead and I feel comfortable putting a coat of primer on. But that was just a demonstration. I still have to do that to the whole entire quarter panel, all the way up this window jamb and everything. This is the area I'm gonna start with. So I'm gonna get this whole area right here all prepped, and then we'll start priming. In the meantime, Braven is going through and getting all the little nooks and crannies with one of these sanding blocks. When I went to Home Depot, I grabbed these sanding blocks, an 80 grit. This is just like a stripping pad, I don't know, but these are also sanding blocks, but these ones are cool. I've never seen these before. It has like a little spot for the dust to collect. But anyhow, these are for doing all these areas in here, dude. Because I like using foam blocks because it actually like forms to the shape of inside of there. Like back here inside of this jam, a foam block can just kind of shape and go into all the little crevices and stuff. So it's a lot easier than just using a flat piece of sandpaper. Yes, sir. imagine this is your fan on the gun, okay? You're gonna start right here. You're gonna be a little bit off. So you hit it with the first coat or the first run, and then you overlap 50-50. And then you hit it again, and then you keep going up like this. And then until you get to this point, that's when you'll go this full length, okay? And then overlap the full length all the way, and then that'll basically be it. You can kind of hit right here and come up like that, but that'll be all. Hold it about at least about that far away. Yeah. Yeah. It's just primer. You're not gonna mess nothing up, bro. Pull the gun all the way. Pull the handle all the way. There you go. There you go. Nice.
That is horrible.
No, you did fine. I mean, if that wasn't primer, it'd probably have a run, but you did great. Yeah, you'll get it, bro. You just gotta do it more. The more you paint, the better you get at it, man.
I'm not doing the color on this.
Maybe the hood or a fender or something. Bro, if you don't paint at least one fucking body panel, then I ain't painting any body panels.
Okay, I will.
How about
paint,
that?
I will paint. Oh, you know the little thing that goes underneath the taillight in the back?
Bro.
The one that bolts and goes underneath the taillight? I got you.
Jesus Christ. Alright, well, we need to go ahead and let this primer dry overnight, of course. Whew. Tomorrow, we are going to get started. Well, I'm going to get started.
I got work.
Yeah. This guy has... Go fucking turn that damn thing off. I swear it only comes on as soon as I start recording. Yeah, this dude has school and work tomorrow. So, yeah, we're going to get up at 4 a.m. Be to the gym by 5. Well, we get up at 4:30. We get to the gym by probably about like 5:15. And then he has to be to school by 7:20. So we have to be there by like 7:15. So we'll get up early as fuck, go work out, and then drop your ass off at school. And then I got to pick you up at 2:30. And then what time you have to be to work?
5.
Okay.
Wait, so I have like an hour?
No, we normally get home by like 3:10. So, yeah.
Like an hour and a half.
So you'll have like an hour and a half to chill, and then you'll have to go to work, and this dude will end up working till like midnight.
Midnight 1, around in between there.
Yeah. I remember when I used to work part-time.
Yeah, but you didn't have time freaking closing.
Nah, I'm just kidding, bro. Yeah. Welcome to the world, bro. Welcome to the real world.
Bro, I just can't wait till the paycheck to come.
Yeah.
You can buy race car parts.
The itty bitty tiny little itty bitty small little
okay,
itsy bitsy.
Okay, but yeah, like earlier when you said, oh, you mean the money to go on your little car? Like my car is the same size.
Yeah. What the fuck? Anyhow, guys, this thing does need a lot of body work, bro. So
don't even say a lot. It's not even that bad.
it is, bro.
It's honestly not. It's only every quarter panel.
Dude, this is just what we're working on right now. We haven't even started on the doors. The doors need body work too. Like every square inch of this fucking car needs body work. What are you talking about?
The car has 300,000 miles on it.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying it's a piece of shit car, bro. I'm just saying it, like this.
I mean, it is.
This is the process you have to go through to make something nice that's been beat to shit. You know what I'm saying? So anyhow, guys, that's pretty much all that we have time to be able to do today. We're gonna pick back up on it tomorrow, of course. You already know. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please smash the like button. And if you didn't, I don't give a fuck. Maybe you need to lower your standards a little bit. I'm trying to be nice. Bye, Fluffy.
I'm not saying bye till you say it.
See you later, Fluffy.
Nope. I'm not Fluffy, that's a dog.
Dude, that is Fluffy.
Dude. Just chill.
Sorry.
You gotta say it to him.
Alright.
Say what you gotta say. I was like, hold on, let me get in the theme song.
Alright, if you guys enjoyed the video, please smash the like button. If you didn't, fuck you.
That was so gay. Okay.
See, this stuff has to come natural, bro.
Bro.
I can't just play it like if I'm feeling it at the moment. It's like if you did it, you know, like I'm just not feeling it right now.
Okay.
Give my camera back.